Say hi to our old friend Mick Foley. It's been a little while, but Mick Foley's in studio. Mick's going to be at the Comedy Factory in Baltimore on Wednesday night. TotalExtremeComedy.com.
Yeah.
What does that mean? You're body slamming people in between punchlines?
You know, it's false advertising. There's nothing total or extreme or arguably even comedic about what I do out there. You know, you guys have had me on here, right? I mean, you could say that some of the stuff I say is funny, but it's not total or extreme. But people come and they have a...
You definitely make them laugh, Mick Foley.
I'll make them laugh.
We were just telling Mick, and we should continue the conversation, at the pay-per-view on Sunday, your old pal, The Undertaker, kind of had a break character. He was coming out to do his thing, and he got lit on fire. He got lit up.
Man,
I did not see it. Sam was talking about it and tweeting it. Sam was tweeting about this instead of the USA versus Canada Olympic hockey game.
You talk about the women's game?
No, it was the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, no, I'm Canadian.
I think even Mick Foley would watch Olympic hockey over a wrestling pay-per-view event, Sam,
That's
is what I'm
true.
getting at.
In my home, even though I'm a TNA guy, my kids were watching the Friday night show on DVR, and they were talking about this Sunday, and they figured out that it was this Sunday about 5 minutes from the time they were watching. Like, Dad, could we get the pay-per-view? So I was watching. I wasn't aware that he was burned, but I'll certainly go back and...
Wait, you have to buy...
Hold
on. You have to buy the pay-per-views for the company you used to work for your kids.
You know what's funny is that's fucked up. I did not work out an arrangement with them when I left to give me free programming.
You're not getting shit, Mick Foley. You're not getting shit.
You fucking kid.
That's right.
You have to pay for your kids to watch your old company.
It's the first time I've done it, you know?
That's
First time I've done it, but
you know how many bumps this guy's taking, Andy Levy? He should get free fucking pay-per-views for his
I'm
kids.
making up for all the birthdays I missed. All
It
those
ain't
first
called
words.
free per-view if you split your head open.
What happened, though, Sam?
Well, the
Because it
Undertaker
is on TMZ, so this is big news for a lot of people.
Yeah,
It can't be.
TMZ.
I was on TMZ, so it's not
Yeah,
necessarily...
what kind of big news is that?
Yeah.
They posted like a fan video that somebody got because you couldn't really tell watching the pay-per-view, but the Undertaker was doing his entrance.
Shit. He is on fire.
Fireballs come up from the ground, and he stood there, and all of a sudden one of the fireballs came up directly under him and just completely engulfed him. So instead of doing the slow Undertaker walk, he had to run as fast as he could to the ring and rip his coat off. And I guess they poured water all over him. They left the lights down.
It wasn't a
Come
work?
to think of it, I could see there was a visible burn on his chest when he was wrestling.
But he's the dead man. Why would he care?
Well, dead men get burned too.
That's true.
They don't feel it, would they?
Yeah, why would he feel it?
Well, because it would be visible.
It's
You'd see the scarring, and then it would look bad
So,
on
Anthony,
paper.
what you're telling me is even when he's burned, you're going to try to claim there's fakery involved.
Come on,
he's not really dead.
Yes.
Why don't you show Anthony how fake wrestling is, Mick Foley?
I love that gag.
I know, that gag always makes me
You know,
laugh.
these type of things happen. I just mentioned off air in 1996, Toronto, one of the, I think the last wrestling show at Exhibition Stadium. I was wrestling The Undertaker here. We're watching it right now. And they had three parts of the ring. Three corners were supposed to be engulfed in flames.
Oh, no.
And he was up in front of that fourth one, and I guess somebody didn't rig it correctly, and that thing just, boom, went off right in his face and, you know, burned the eyebrows off. Maybe not as serious as this one. Let me take a look. All right, he's walking. Oh, man!
Wow, he's on fire.
He
Holy
is
shit,
on
it is on
fire.
TMZ if you want to see Undertaker
He's
on fire.
running.
Wow.
Why can't they figure that out? Why are we still burning people? You would think there'd be a nice, big, huge X on the floor. Don't step on this X.
Look at that, man. You know,
Ripped his...
Wow. I'll tell you what. The odd thing is, the ironic thing is, in another sporting event, say, you know, Kobe goes up in flames.
Yeah.
They take a little time out, you know.
You just don't see that.
It was the Undertaker's outro pyro that they accidentally burned up some of their fans a couple years ago at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They ought to calm his lighting fire down.
That's why you're so much better. My next memoir after this next one, which comes out in September, is going to be called Mick Foley. I never had pyro. Not one single sparkler went off when I came to the ring.
Well, it's all such a Michael Jackson ripoff, anyway.
Yeah, the whole burning thing on
Yeah, it's been
stage.
done already.
Yeah, stop.
Done already. Andy Levy's right.
Did he go in there and perform after that?
Oh
He
yeah.
defended the title. He lasted till the end of the Elimination Chamber, and if it wasn't for that damn Shawn Michaels, he'd probably still be champion.
What's the Elimination Chamber?
Listen to
Listen.
Do you realize the most exciting hockey game and Recent Memory was on the same time. No offense, Mick Foley, you know.
I'm not offended. I don't work for those guys.
All right, good. see, TNA was smart enough not to put anything up against the hockey game. See, that's how it's been.
Yeah. This our next pay-per-view hopefully will go up some weaker competition.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
Yeah, right.
That's what you know what, Norton, that's one of my struggles, all right? I can set up a joke, but I was saying in the green room to Sam, I said, I'm like a boxer who's got a good jab. I can control the tempo with my storytelling, my rugged but disarming good looks. No, not there for you? Yeah, sure. But unless I got some firepower, unless I got a good right hand, you can't follow up on those stories. And that's where I'm falling short.
Do you write?
I do. Yeah, I mentioned that when I was at the Improv, you know, what's Patrice's last name?
O'Neill.
Patrice O'Neill. I mentioned ahead of time, I said, I got this song I've been thinking about doing, like a parody. For voyeurs instead of Elton John. Someone saved my life last night. Someone nailed my wife last night, and I had the little thing, and I was there. I didn't care. I'm a horny guy, and horny guys are free to spy. But that's all I had. So they bring in Patrice to play the piano. I go upstairs to try to figure out lyrics to this song I had in my mind, and my next door neighbor from 25 years ago shows up. And I end up going on stage with no song, but singing it and making up as I went along. And you realize this is the Improv. You don't. Granted, the name is the Improv,
yeah, but you're not supposed to
you're not
make it up as you go along.
And Patrice was playing piano?
He came over with a phone call. They said, "Hey, Mick Foley's here. Do you want to come over and help him out a little bit?" He was over in like 10 minutes.
What Improv?
The one in L.A. The one on
Melrose.
Wait, you sure it was Patrice?
I'm sure it was. Yeah,
Okay.
that big. I mean, it's on. There's a big. Believe me, we took advantage.
Piano. Patrice plays piano.
You didn't know that?
No.
He's never
You
told
sure we're
us?
talking about the same guy?
I don't know.
I hope not.
Hope not
I
either.
can't imagine Patrice on a
If
piano.
Patrice O'Neill plays piano, I'm going to ask him to play, and I'm going to slam that little lid shut and break his fingers.
Or bring up total extreme comedy, and we'll see if he's the guy in the picture.
That's a good way to do it.
Okay.
You could
Hope it's someone else.
Wait, you could
Go
tell
ahead,
your
Sammy.
black people apart, right?
Watch him be a small
No,
guy.
you know what?
Turn out to be Chris Tucker.
I'll tell you what. Apparently, I can't. One of the best moves I made. I was put in the second row at the UFC fight,
Right.
And I know some of the guys, but I don't know all the guys. Yeah, that's it, right?
Hold on.
Tell me that's not
This is
it.
the guy we killed
Can you
Patrice
give me some
over.
picture?
Always
This is the guy we killed
yeah.
Patrice over. It's Craig Robinson.
We say that.
Hey, Craig
That's
Robinson.
not
You don't know.
Patrice.
Hold on. You don't know how funny this is because just Jimmy was out and Patrice was in. I'm like, Patrice,
my
this
God.
Craig Robinson is getting every role you should be getting. Holy shit! It's Craig Robinson.
This.
You have no idea, man. We beat him up about Craig Robinson all the time, and you made.
Craig Robinson plays the piano, right? He's funny, but he's not Patrice. All right. Okay, I learned a valuable lesson. Almost as valuable as the lesson I would have learned when I was sitting behind Rashad Evans at the UFC fight and just about went, "Excuse me, Quentin."
No.
And I even asked Bruce Pritchard, I was like, "Is that Quentin Jackson?" He's like, "Yeah, I think so." And I was, it's a good thing I had no real question to ask him. I just wanted to tap him on the shoulder and say, "Quentin, how do you feel about this fight?" And then they showed him on the thing. I only got the flannel in the background, and they put up Rashad Evans. I was like, "Thank God, those two hate each other."
Was the guy that said, "I think so," a friend of yours?
Bruce Pritchard.
Did he set you up?
No,
Because me and Florentine set up Norton so fucking bad at a book signing or a party. There were a bunch of celebrities there.
It was a Comedy Central
thing.
the
I
Dennis
forgot.
Leary roast after party.
And Jimmy, he loves getting his pictures with a celebrity. We've told the story a few times, but for Mick Foley's
I want to
sake.
hear it, yeah.
And Jimmy's getting all these pictures with all these famous people, and then me and Florentine, there was a black guy across the room talking to a few ladies, and like, oh, and me and Florentine working off each other, like, that guy, he's in that show. Oh, and Jimmy's like, who is he? Who is he? And we're like, I'm not.
He's
What
a
did we
new
say?
action
Yeah,
star.
new
Florentine
action
was
star.
a new big action star.
So Jimmy, make a long story short, goes over and starts tapping the guy as he's talking to these girls.
What a prick.
He goes, "Can I get your picture?" And the guy's like, "He's a nobody." And he's like, "Yeah, I guess. Why do you want a picture with me?"
I'm trying to find the picture. He looked like he should be famous.
Jimmy's such an easy mark, too, because he's just the eager little boy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He does look like somebody.
And you can see me laughing in that because as I'm doing it,
You realize?
I see Opie and Jim laughing. I'm like, these
Oh, let me
pieces of
see.
shit just got me.
See, that's
I gotta
how
see.
So that's why that guy should have made.
Hold on.
see, Jim.
Let me
I gotta see it.
let me blow it up. It's fun. I get.
I haven't seen that picture in a long time.
Could I, while he's blowing it up, could I mention a story that took place at this great fundraiser place called Abilities? You know where Albertson is, right?
Oh no.
Albertson, Long Island?
What is?
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, it's Nassau County, getting close
Yeah.
to Queens.
What is it?
The town.
It's a
Oh, the town's called Albertson.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
and the
I'm sorry.
place it used to
I'm
be
way out
called
of this.
National Center for Disabilities, but
Look
you
at
know,
the smile.
put a much more positive slant on it.
I knew that was coming, by the way. I just had to look at
Jimmy switched pictures and
Yes,
it's a big, it's a nice duty shot.
giant fucking electrical spool of cable shit.
Curling.
Yeah, that's curling.
That's actually him.
Can I see that picture? I haven't seen that
Kind
in
of looks
years.
the same.
Oh, Jesus.